Hello, friends. So this is pretty funny. Check this out. This might happen to you, so this might be good information. So I'm working with a young artist, a brilliant young artist, and they're already pretty successful. They've gotten, a lot more plays on Spotify than many people that I know. And I get a call this morning that they've been struck because of bot activity. Now, they have not used bots. They have not paid for bots. Nobody in their purview in their organization has paid for bots. So this was very upsetting and a mystery. So I said, okay, hold on. Let me call somebody that knows more about this than I do. So I call a buddy of mine who's the head of the largest independent distributor in America, maybe the world, I don't know. And but he and I have known each other for over 20 years. And I said, hey, what do I do? And he's like, oh, this happened to us once. And he's like, what you got to do is you got to throw yourself on the mercy of Spotify and write them a very sincere letter and tell them, look, we're really sorry about this, but we really, really want to be on your platform. And we didn't do this. We absolutely, positively didn't do this. Nobody in our organization did it. Please, please help us. We don't want to be struck from your platform. However, we need you to give us more information. This is the key. You have to ask Spotify, where was the bot located? How many plays did the bot generate? And are there any other artists affiliated with this bot? I'll tell you why that's important in a second. And, try to get the region, as much information, as much detail as you can. Because what they found out, what my buddy found out, and he has an artist that had millions and millions and millions of spins, the producer, or more succinctly, the producer's manager, paid for bots to hit those songs that the producer worked on to make him look better. And the way they tracked it down is that all of the other artists that were affected by this bot were also produced by that guy. Now, the producer was like, I didn't do it. And they tracked it back to his manager. Everybody felt shame and went to the penalty box. And they made a deal with Spotify and said, okay, look, we had nothing to do with this, like you said. So this is what's fair. You tell us what you think. Strike down all the plays that went through the bot farm. Keep our artists' music up there because we're reputable. We've been with you for a long time, blah, 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 and pay us on the ones that were not affected by the bot. Spotify said, yes, they did it, and that's how they proceeded. So if this happens to you, that's what you need to do. But here's the funnier part. Part two was, so I said, okay, look, I know everybody's upset for the artist that I'm working with. Let me reach out and find out who's your distributor. Well, they went through DistroKid. So I sign into DistroKid for them to try to contact somebody. Well, trying to contact people through these sites is a nightmare, and trying to get through to somebody directly at Spotify. I mean, I asked my buddy at Spotify, do you have anybody you talk to directly? He's like, no, we go through Sony, who's like their parent company. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to sign in to talk to somebody at DistroKid about Spotify bots, and I get a bot. I get the DistroKid bot, and I can't get past the bot till finally I'm like, and they're like, okay, we will contact you, give us an email. So from bots to bots to bots. But that's how you deal with this. If this happens to you, you have to go through your distributor. So ultimately, in this case, DistroKid is going to have to reach out to Spotify with your sincere letter and concern and your request for specific details, and hopefully it will solve the situation. Bots, man. I'm surrounded by them.